So what is your CASA story? How did you get involved and why did you get involved?
Hmm. Well, I got involved because I've been working like in the welfare system. I was working at juvenile probation in Lincoln, and I've always had like CASA volunteers when I worked at HHS, and so um, a position came open and I applied for it, and I was really excited to kind of join the organization just because I've always been huge on giving kids a voice and wanting them to like tell their side and have a say in their life. So, yeah.
Why do you feel like it's important for the work that CASA is doing?
Well, we advocate for kids, and so we actually get to talk with the kids and ask the kids, like, what do they want? What do they see that's helpful? It's their lives that people are coming involved in, and a lot of people kind of come in and want to fix things as opposed to get to know the kid and the family and figure out what works best for that kid and that family. And so, as CASA, we get to go in, get to meet the kids, get to really get to know them, and then advocate for what they actually want and what they say they want.
Can you talk to me about your role, specifically? What are some of the things that you're doing with and for the volunteers?
So, as a volunteer coordinator, I help supervise volunteers and meet with them once a month. But then also, I just started in March, so this is very new for me. But I am doing the training, so I'm training all of our new volunteers, and so we do a flex training, and so I schedule the Zooms, meet with them, go over their coursework and everything. So that's one of my biggest roles right now is I've just taken that on. We have a training class right now of 3 people, and so get them orientated with the system and what CASA is, because a lot of people haven't heard too much about CASA. So really developing that relationship with the volunteer and getting them going.
I have a feeling this is going to be 2 great days of learning what CASA is and what it does for a lot of people. I've been aware of it, but I don't. I mean, today I'm really kind of like
Enmeshed.
I'm in the avalanche of information on what it is. So, um, if you were going to tell someone who, hey, I've heard of CASA, but I don't really know what it does, could you kind of give a summary of really what it does?
It's CASA's work for the kids, and you're working with the kids for the kids, and really empowering kids to take a stand in their life and work for what they believe in and what they see is the best for them. And like as a volunteer, you get to work with those kids and get to actually make a difference with those kids because they'll remember you as someone that stood up for them.
Um, what have you seen as a only being there since March, so you don't have a ton of the experiences that maybe some other people do. But what have you seen in a short time that you would count as an impactful story?
Like as far as our volunteers or like
Yeah, either volunteers or kids, I guess.
I've
I mean, we can't do the detail stuff, and I
right,
get
right,
that,
right, right.
but
I think like kids getting permanency quicker and getting out of a system is like a huge impactful thing because sometimes HHS cases or 3A cases kind of linger in the system because they don't have kind of direction or whatever. And so something that I've noticed is with our volunteers on cases, they kind of keep the case moving in a direction. And so whether it's, hey, something's not set up, let's get it going. Let's keep moving. So which is really nice to see because everyone has a part in the system, but sometimes things get overlooked and stuff. And so that's been really great to see from our volunteers being able to push along cases and not let them just sit.
is there anything else you would like to add? How about this? Why should someone volunteer to be a CASA volunteer?
Ooh. I believe everyone should try it once because it humbles you. One of my volunteers told me she never understood what kids went through when they're in the system, or her view of what life was like is one way. And then she got involved in is a volunteer, and she said the first time going to a foster home was eye-opening to her, and to see the realness of the kids that we work with and what they're struggling with. So I think twofold, like it humbles you and it lets you see that there is so much good in the world. But then on the other side of it, it's like, this is in your community. You guys can help support families in your community, whether it be helping to pick up or drop off, or advocate for like better playground equipment, or advocate for just the kids in general, because a lot of kids struggle with stuff. And so be a volunteer to just make a difference in a kid's life. Like, get to know a kid and find out how great and amazing they are, because that's really huge. So yeah, and these kids will trust you and they'll appreciate it.